I've got water and a phone because today I am shooting a Q&A. Thank you so much for all the love on my last introduction video. Anyway, I went to ChatGPT to generate questions that people might be interested in. And so let's see if ChatGPT did well. What is your name? My name is Anne Makama Okoro. Where were you born and what's your hometown in Nigeria? I was born in Gombe State. I am actually from Gombe State. I am Tera and Tangali by tribe. My dad was Tera. My mom is Tangali. A lot of people in Nigeria know Tangali tribe or the people, but usually people don't know Tera. Within Gombe State alone, we have 11 languages. There's so many tribes. Nigeria is actually really blessed. Yeah. I keep getting up because my children keep waking up. This is motherhood. So next question is, what do you do? I tend to run away from this question because of how peculiar my life is and how fluid things tend to be for me. But right now, I would say at this time, I'm an entrepreneur. I own a baby company, Fanoni Baby Company. We sell baby wraps and carriers. The link will be in the description. I have a YouTube channel now, so I'll be linking things in the description box, The whole aim of the company is to bring closer to Nigerian parents, especially mothers with children from 0 to 3 years old, products that will help them through their motherhood journeys. I'm also a lawyer. I do not practice full time, but yes, I take gigs here and there. I'm caught in Nigerian, but after all. How many languages do you speak? I speak 2, English and Hausa. I don't understand Tera, and I understand a little bit of Tangali. What inspired you to become a military spouse? I just fell in love with a boy. And I say a boy because it was way back in 2008. I was fresh out of secondary school when I met my husband. And thinking about it now, I thought, we're doing bestie there now. But I was actually in love. Crazy stuff. But anyway, I will do a better story time about how we met, where we met much later. Where and how did you meet your husband? This one sounds like a fairy tale. But first, I'll start by saying that Nigeria has been good to me. I met my husband in Greece, specifically the iconic, beautiful, historic city of Athens. And I cannot take Nigeria out of that story. I happened to be there because Nigeria sent my mom to work. And I happened to meet my husband there, who was sent by Nigeria to train as a soldier. And I use the word soldier loosely, by the way. I met my husband through my mom, actually. He was one of her sons and still is one of her sons. So much so that at our wedding, she referred to me as his sister. You should take care of his sister. And I'm like, we're gonna do brotherly, sisterly things, mommy. Don't say that. Anyway, my mother loves me dearly. Whew, let me drink some water. Okay, next question. Has it always been a dream to be a military wife? Actually, no. But there's a funny story behind this too. When I was maybe 4 or 5, I was a little bride at my aunt's military wedding. She married an army major, I think, at the time. And I had my partner, the little groom, who was also decked in this army uniform. And I was like, what? You know how at weddings, Nigerian weddings, sometimes you have, the little bride, like the first class little bride. And then there might be the other small second class little brides. I was the first class little bride. And that day I was just hawkish about him, like, this one is my own. He is my husband. It was so funny. But I actually had a lot of fun that day. I would insert a picture. What do you love about being a boy mom? The one thing that I just breastfeed him, pacify him, and then shoot this video because these kids are not up to speed that their mother is now a content creator, full-time YouTuber. What do I love about being a boy mom? The first thing that comes to mind is how cost effective it is. So there are clothes that my first son outgrew that he never even wore. Some he wore once or twice, and I kept them, right? I was praying to have a girl second, but God said, no, you're gonna have a boy. And it was actually the best thing because we didn't buy a lot of clothes when my second son came. We were prepared. We had almost everything. How do you handle transitions and relocations with your family? Now, this I would answer in two parts. First, when we had just one child, and now with two kids. At first, when we just had one child, and of course he wasn't going to school or anything, I moved. I moved with my husband. If you said, move to Yola, I packed up with him and simply moved with him. But now it's a little different because my first is in school and my second is pretty young. So we do more of visitations because I am determined that my children will know their dad. I remember one of my military wife friends was saying to me that there was a time that her husband, he was not frequent at home, and just because of the work, right, the nature of the job. And one day he came home and his kids were like, oh, Uncle Daddy. Hey, which one is Uncle Daddy? See, children will humble you in this life. So like, I don't want any of those situations or whatever. So I just move with my husband. But the thing is, I am not afraid to pack up and change schools for my son. When I was young, my parents changed schools for me a lot, and I grew up alright. Like, as look at me now, I'm okay. Am I not okay? I'm very fine. So you'll be fine. So I'm not afraid to move. The major advantage of this is the adventure. I love adventure. I love having to go to different states. So far, we've been to Rivers, Adama, Benue, FCT. Like the 4.5 years, almost 5 years that we've been married. It's been amazing, actually. Even though I didn't like Port Harcourt rain, how can it be raining all through? Like, I'm a northern girl. There should be dry season and rainy season. What do you mean it's raining all through the year? Port Harcourt weather need to hear me. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop being confused. What's something you've always wanted to learn or try but haven't had the chance yet? I'd love to learn how to swim. See, I love travel. I love to travel the world and to just immerse myself in different experiences. And the fact that I cannot swim, Kai, the thing, in house I was saying a chimney tour or yeah. Like it's pinning me deep inside. I need to learn how to swim. How do you find joy in the daily challenges of military life? Number one, contentment. I am content. 2, I'm flexible because so many uncertainties come with the journey, and if you're not flexible and adaptable to ever-changing situations, then you're going to be upset all the time. So what I make sure that I do is that I'm content. If we get posted to one village in Adamawa, for example, I'll go there with my husband and I'll be content with whatever I see when it comes to housing and life there, what food stuff are available, just life, and just find joy in every little thing that I'm able to see and experience in the cities on my journey. Do you have any favorite quote or mantra that resonates with you? So yes, it's a Bible scripture, Psalms 24:1. I'll read the Amplified Version. Yeah, I actually use the Amplified Version of the Bible. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness of it, the world and they who dwell in it. I hold on to this word and I use it as a mantra for my life because I know if the world belongs to my Father, then wherever I am, I will flourish. I will excel. The blessings that He has already called upon my life, they will come to fruition wherever I am. So it doesn't matter whether I'm in a village or I'm in a city or I'm in Nigeria or abroad, wherever I find myself. People Yeah, so that leads to another scripture that's also amazing. Isaiah 55:5, that people will come to help me. And when I call upon people, they will come to me because everything belongs to my God. Everything belongs to my Father. How do you define success, both personally and in your role as a military spouse and content creator? ChatGPT, which one's content creator? Oh, well, I'm a content creator now, but I'd say I'm business. So I'd use my business for example. When fellow moms who buy my baby carriers and wraps come to me and they're talking about how any of the products that they bought for me has helped them, do their mommy duties while still bonding with their children or just making life easy for them. That is joy. That is success to me. Like, I don't care if I didn't sell a single product that day or if I sold 10 or 100. Just that review for somebody to say, I gave them something that helps them. That is success to me. My family. For me to be in a position where my children know their father, not just that they are aware of him, but that they have experienced him, they have played with him, they understand at their own level, they understand him, he understands them. That is success. It doesn't matter where we are. Everywhere can be home, so far as all of us are there together. I think the last question I'll go through is, what is one thing that people don't know about you? Let me adjust myself for this one. In fact, let me drink some water. Give me a minute. Generally speaking, people don't know that I am incredibly introverted. I love my space. I love quiet. But the thing is, because I come out to play and I can do videos like this and post on the internet, people think that, I'm extroverted and I like people in my space all the time. And I'm kidding. And don't get me wrong, I love being around people. But then it gets to a point where it begins to drain me. And I need to go back into my shell to recharge. I've found that it is in these quiet moments that I am able to connect with God. I am able to be a co-creator with him. Be creative, that my creative juices flow. So yeah, that's something that people don't really know and see about me. I'm incredibly introverted. I love people, and sometimes I wish I could do more to foster better relationships in my life, but I know it's going to be draining for me. So sometimes I just take steps back, and I think when I actually retreat in my shell, some people do not understand it and some people do not get it. So thank you for sitting through this video with me. I hope to bring you more in the future. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like, turn on the notification so that you can get notified every time I post a video on here. So far I just want to do a video per week, but I will see if I can do 2 per week. Let's see. If you have any questions that I haven't covered here, please go to the comment section or any of my social media handles and just leave me a message to say, oh, please can you talk about so and so, and that would actually be a reason to create more content. Now I'm a YouTuber now, I'm a content creator. Please put respect on my name.